Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Dear Darling. Shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today, where we're relaxing as per usual. What we're going to talk about today? Well, what I will talk about today is that my backlog is supremely messed up because I didn't record much on Saturday. And I was basically catching up on recording on Saturday. And then I realised on Sunday, when I didn't have much time to record, oh wait, I only managed to catch up and record one extra episode. So there's 9 Souls episode which went out today, and I will record 1,000 times with this maybe later today, and everything's basically shifted one in a very weird way. But hello everyone, and I'm Fawnhallow at 6:10 PM on Monday, October 6th, 2025. But for now we're here just to play some Animal Crossing, just to do as we usually do, you know. I mean, worst comes to worst, then whatever episode is coming out tomorrow is coming out in the late time slot, the 9 o'clock time slot or something. But yeah, apart from that, what do we talk about? I started playing a new game, Gunfire Reborn. It's a pretty good game. I would say I would basically say it's roguelike Borderlands. It's interesting because there's this other sort of roguelike game which we started playing with in our group called Shape of Dreams, and I do think it's kind of cool. I'm just not around most of the time when people are playing it nowadays, and I'm not seeking out playing it necessarily. I think it's kind of cool, and it seems like people are having a good time playing it. You know, it's only up to 4 players, and there's a group of 4 who are currently like playing it a decent amount. I'm like number 5 if I need to be. I think it didn't quite grip me as Rabbit and Steel, I think did, but it is kind of fun. I would say. I do like, my favourite character is Aurelina, I think is her name. She's like, I was like finding okay. Hold on, I'm trying to think where to go with this. But you know that moment when you find your character in a game which has like multiple characters? I think normally fighting games it's kind of like the most common one, right? But also not a lot of people play fighting games. But yeah, I was playing Shape of Dreams and, excuse me, Vivian. It was a fun time. Like, I'm not gonna say it wasn't a fun time, but you know, I wasn't like super driving with the 2 characters. Like, there's the sniper character who was on release, who's one of the first 2 characters you get. I was playing, I was like, okay, yeah, this is like fine. I'm fine with it, and I'm not even sure if I've played with Night character, but no, I think I played him once or something, and then the run ended very quickly, and I was like, not really my sort of scene. Or maybe it was just a wrong sort of upgrades, I don't know. And then we unlocked the goat character, whose name I can't remember. Let's see, Shape of Dreams. I need to see the Steam store page, because I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. Because to be fair, I think a lot of the time when you first start playing, you're much more along the level of like, oh, I don't, you know, of course I'm not going to find something which jives at me, because I'm still figuring out the mechanics of a game. You know, anything can work, and to be fair, there's a lot of flexibility in how you play the characters, just due to the fact that a lot of the builds are very customizable. But I was playing a bit Lacerta, and I was like, Lacerta I'm like okay with. I think I played one Mist, but I should probably give Mist a try again. But I played her once and I was like, take or leave it. Unlocked a new character, Yubar, or the 3rd character, Yubar, and really did not end up jiving with them for whatever reason. I don't know. Something about it didn't click. I don't even know if I've unlocked Vesper. I definitely have not got Bismuth and Nashia, or Shell, where those are much more. I mean, I've only played this game like once or twice, in one or two sessions, I think. But one of the sessions unlocked Orena, and one of my friends said, like, oh, they didn't really jive with it, but they're darling, you might like them. And I was like, alright, I'll give it a shot. Played it, and I was like, this is my character. This is 100% my character. She's like a very weird healer, it's probably. But she's like a drain healer. That's how I do it. Like, she sacrifices her own health to do, like, damage in a risky way, and she can do big heal. Sorry, a little pause. Yeah, Orena, she is a drain tank healer, kind of, where she, like, her main ability, like, sacrifices a lot of her health, and she can cast it in really quick succession, but, like, as she casts it, she sacrifices more and more health, and then it all, like, heals herself based on how many, like, people she can hit around her. and it's a really fun sort of like risky playstyle where you sort of like try and get as much health out, much damage out as possible when you dive in to get like a big heal before you die. You stack some shields on you to make sure that you don't actually perish. And then you continuously auto attack to try and sort of keep up. Which I think was a really, really fun dynamic playstyle. And that, like, playing her was like, okay, you know, I kind of jive with this game now. Because before I was like, it's fine. Like, I can't see myself playing it too much, and to be fair, I've not played it that much. But yeah, it's a really nice moment when you play a certain character, you're just like, yes, this is my character, this is my main, I found it. To be fair, maybe I'll play Bismuth or Nashia or Shell and be like, whoa, he's even better. Or something, but at the moment I'm just sort of like, yeah, I'm really driving with these. But otherwise it's like, yeah, I haven't really played much of it. I wonder how much my friends have played of it. One of my friends who has played like a lot of it, I'm pretty sure. Not to call them out or anything. So, I mean, it's a fun game. I played 6 hours. Whoa! One of my friends has played it for 50 hours. My other 2 friends have played it for 11 and 15, and the other friend I don't know because they always hide their stats for some reason. They're sworn to secrecy, it seems. Holy. I mean, that's very like her, to be fair. When she finds a game that she likes and it just clicks with, that's it. Everyone is doomed. 55 hours. Nearly has all the achievements, my word. I wonder what achievements she's even got left. Nightmare difficulty, I guess. It's genuinely crazy. That is insane. Well, I mean, if that isn't credit where credit is due, a fun game. What? The autumn sale's already over? Huh? I had no idea it was finished already. I definitely thought there was gonna be more to it, except for now it's gone. But this happens every time. The Steam sale always ends far faster than I think it does. I mean, I'm like, oh yeah, I was gonna buy some more games, and then suddenly they're not there, and I'm like, oh, I guess not then. But yeah, I mean, if that isn't a testament to Shape of Dreams being a good game, I don't know what else is, to be honest. The fact that one of my friends has played it for 50 hours in... I don't know when we even started playing it is. That's a thing. I can probably see it on my Discord. Hold on. I don't have Discord open. But I'm trying to think of other games where I can remember the moment where I'm just like, this is the character I want to play. There probably is. Somewhere here and there. Let's see. Shape of Dreams. 20th of September. So it's been about 2 weeks, I think. A bit over 2 weeks. 16 days or something. That's when I sent in chat, and to be fair, that was at 1 AM. Because the motivation behind it is like there was this late night group of us who would play games like very late, like midnight to 3 AM sometimes. And the game which really took over at that point was Rabbit and Steel. But now we've beaten Rabbit and Steel. Well, to the extent that I'm comfortable with the amount I've beaten of it, which is beaten expert mode in with all the characters. I've also done expert mode hitless run, but I didn't do it with the fluff ball. Annoyingly. But to be fair, I completely cheesed my way through it. And I've yet to beat a solo expert run. But I'm also like quite indifferent to that. The fun part, I think, is the co-op element. So now we're just waiting for the DLC to come out for it. Maybe I'll come back to playing it a little bit, because I know there's still some... I need to break the spell on some of the solo characters. Yeah, Moonlight Fliffball was never happening. Although one of my friends did get a Moonlight Fliffball, so credit to her. And it was basically like, we were talking about, oh, we don't have another game to play during this time. And I was like, okay, I'll find a game. The first game I suggested was Gunfire Reborn, which is another game I started playing recently in its stead. We're still in early stages, so I can't really say too much about it yet, but Shape of Dreams was one I was like, I've literally never seen this before. Like, it must have like either recently come out or recently got, I don't know, a huge boost. And I was like, it looks pretty fun. Let's suggest it, and here we are. It's pretty fun. It's more like a roguelike MOBA, because when I looked at it, I thought I described it as like, it looks like roguelike Hades, but I'm not sure. I think after playing it more, it's probably more like roguelike MOBA. Maybe a bit Hades or something. But yeah, apart from that, started playing Gunfire Reborn, which is more like, it's like a roguelike Borderlands, is probably the way I'd put it. You get an insane amount of guns, too many guns, I would say, in the game. And it's pretty fun. I do like it. Although it's the difficulty curve is very weird. Because I was playing one other person, and we both agreed it was like we were like cruising through the first like world, and the first boss fight gave us a bit of difficulty the first few times, but then didn't from then on. And then the second world cruising through, and then the second world boss fight was just unbeatable for ages until I got an insanely broken build, which I can't remember the exact items, but basically I got like this super crit item, legendary item, and a gun which was like the electric ball firing one, and it basically meant that every time I crit, aka hit a headshot or weak point, my crit was like 5 or 6 times the amount of damage. The gun itself already did like 1,000 damage, hit multiple times and was piercing. The only downside was it required time to charge up and fire a laser, but the modifier I got in it basically reduced that ridiculously. So basically I was like rapid fire, just like firing this gun, and honestly it just completely cakewalked the second boss. Like the second boss like couldn't even start its next phases. That's how fast we killed it. Because to be fair, the person I was playing with also had an amazing build as well. But you know, I mean, I just had like the most broken build I've ever seen. And then the third boss, to be fair, we nearly died on the third boss, which I can't remember if it was a final boss or not. I don't think so. What is the final? No, hold on, let's see. Gunfire Reborn third world boss, which is the pirate ship. Yorihime Maru, that's it. I don't know if there's variants actually with different bosses, but I mean, it was also our first time playing it, so we didn't super know what we were doing. And I still don't super know like what a lot of the gameplay pattern is necessarily, but yeah. But once you do that boss, I think it just kicks you out because you have to go into expert mode or something to do the rest. Yeah. Something like that. I don't know what else I was going to say about it, but yeah, it's a pretty fun game. We got the Crown Prince character, we got Albai, we unlocked Xinyan as well, and we've yet to unlock Leiluo, who's like, I can't remember, level 55, level 60. And there's like 2 other characters you can buy using currency, and then the others you had to buy using DLC. And I was like, as cute as this character is, I can't buy this character with DLC when I haven't even seen if I like this gameplay yet or not. But it's pretty fun. I do like it. We'll certainly have to see how long it takes to get there. Is what I see. Yeah, what other games can I think of where I found a character, I was like, this is my character. This is my main. League of Legends? The ironic part of League of Legends is I think the early game main I had would have been Poppy, who I also hated initially because the first time I played against her, she utterly destroyed me. Like it was like the first PvP match I played, because I remember back in the day I was very scared to play PvP matches. I was playing Annie against a bot lane Poppy, and when I'd walk out, I didn't know what people did. She stunned me against a wall, I immediately died. And then I did it again, and then I remember the people I was playing with were incredibly toxic, and I'm not proud to admit it, I quit the game. And I literally left in the middle of that match because I was so just like, well, what's even the point of being here? They're telling me to do some very unsavory things, shall we say, and just saying you should quit now. And I was like, all right, if you want me to quit now, then I guess I will. And to this day, I think that's the only match I've purposely left in League of Legends. Others I've disconnected from like internet issues or something, but it was that first match I played. Anyway, it took me forever to get back into PvP because I was like, why would I ever want to play PvP when this is what the community's like? But then I played with some friends and we played some PvP and then it was totally fine. So I got over it eventually. I still think about that. I can't remember their usernames. But part of me would want to look them up and be like, you still playing League now? What's going on? What's going on in your life? Anyway, much later on I played Poppy. Diplomatic Immunity from a guide I saw. No, I can't remember why. Just, I saw Poppy doing really well. I think I played Poppy and then I did really well. Because when she gets Diplomatic Immunity, we pop off. There's nothing you can do, literally no counterplay. Because it is one of the most broken abilities in the game. Anyway. Skullgirls? Skullgirls is, I'm trying to think of fighting games, like my mains in them. Like Skullgirls, I chose Peacock mainly because I liked her visual art style. She's like a rubber hose cartoon character brought to life. Trying to think who else. What other fighting games? But I think that very much solidified me into being like, I like playing Keep Away. So that's why when it came to Bum's fighting cards, I played Velvet. What other games have characters in? I don't know. Rabbit and Steel, who's my main assassin. And what moment did that come? I think it's because I got a cool build or something. Which basically I was like permanently invisible and just like chucking daggers like crazy. I was like, this is really fun. But I don't know if it was like a specific moment where I was like, yes. It was just more like I was playing and eventually I was just like, oh yeah, this is a lot of fun. This particular character. Deadlock? The character I played quite the most of was Paradox, I believe. If that's her name. 6 new heroes apparently in Deadlock. Eternal Return? The character I played was that puppet character, mainly just because she looked cool. But again, we didn't really play much of it. Headbangers, I completely forgot about that game. Do people still play this game? Is there enough DLC going on? A lot of these games don't have like characters. Rainbow Six Siege, that's a good question. Who's my main in Siege? I think I'm most known for playing Dokkaebi, at least to my friends, but even then, like when last time we played, I end up normally playing Hard Breach or Utility the most. Who's my favourite characters? I gotta think about that. I mean, it's definitely Nook. That's my favourite offense character, but she's really bad. Last time I played at least, so I didn't play her much. My favourite defense character? I mean, Mira is pretty good. I don't know if it is Mira though. I gotta like look up the siege operators now. Who's there like I default back to if I'm like I don't know who to play? I'll play them. Oh, it's Solace nowadays, isn't it? But Solace got nerfed to the ground for some reason. It wasn't like, oh yeah, let's nerf her kind of, but it was more like let's absolutely eviscerate her. Alibi, Mira's probably one of my favourites. And Valkyrie's a lot of fun. Smoke and Mute, yeah. I can't think of a moment where it's like, who's Denari? New character, I guess. Oh, I have seen this. He's got like the lasers which connect together. Yeah, I don't know, Siege is a fun game. Maybe I get back to playing it, maybe I won't. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to round this episode up here. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.